Hello viewers, welcome to MindMajix, your skill partner. Tableau is an interactive data visualization and business intelligence tool. Gartner reported it is a leader in its segment for 7 consecutive years. We have made a list of frequently asked interview questions and our experts answered with every detailed explanation. In this video, we have covered interview questions and answers that includes all the key concepts of Tableau. Before we begin, please do subscribe to our channel for further career enhancing videos. MindMajix has got more than what you need. It has covered all the trainings, tutorials and interview questions that will help you to boost your confidence to attend any kind of interview. Check out the video link description below for further information. Please do like our video if we have served your purpose. If you have got any queries, please do comment. Now let's get started.
We have to learn about how to prepare for a Tableau interview question. Okay, so that's why we are coming with the interview question series from the MindMajix. So let's start with the question number 1. Question number 1 is related to the what are the data types supported in a Tableau. Basically, this type of question will coming in the interview in the beginner level. Or you can also understand like this. These are look like a first question or the second question. So what are the data types supported in a Tableau? Basically, Tableau are working for a business intelligence or mainly the purpose of using a Tableau, that is a data visualization or the data analytics. So that's why how you can give the answer to this question. So you can start like that. There is a total six data types are supported in a Tableau. First is the string, that is also known as the text, and it will consider as the name like A, B, C, D and whatever the particular category name. Second type is the data values, that is only comes with the date value. So whenever it's represent like 1st January 2011 or 2012, so it will only comes within date criteria. Third data type, that is a date and time. Basically, whenever the particular column will come as date as well as it will come as a time. Okay, so at the same time in a particular sample, date and time both are excluded, including that is called as a date and time values type of data type. Fourth is the numerical value. Basically, here there is two type of values will come. First is the numerical value and second is the Boolean value. Whenever we can talking about the numerical value, that will come like 1, 2, 3, 400, 200, 150. That type of number will come in a numerical value. But what will come in a Boolean values, that is relational on like 0.1, 0.2, 9.0.2, like that type of values coming in a Boolean values. That is also called as like relational only. Last type of data type, that is the geographical value used with the map. So whenever we can talking about the geographical data value, that will come in terms of location as well as city, state, this type of thing will come with the geographical values. Based on this question, the interviewer like who can take your interview, the person will also ask one more same question like that. Tableau and Power BI both are supported with the same data type. Like if you can understand, in a Tableau there is total 6 type of data type is there. So Power BI can also work with this type 6 type of data type. So answer is the yes. So that's how this beginner question will ask to you in an interview. Question number 2. What is meant by discrete and continuous in a Tableau? Basically, discrete parameter and continuous parameter we are talking about here. In that part, Tableau represent data depending on whether the field is discrete or the continuous. If you can see the figure over here, the blue part will represent the discrete and the green part will represent the continuous in the diagram. Discrete, it's individual, separate and distinct. For example, like in a discrete, we can consider like weather, like in particularly the sunny weather, is there cold weather, is there cool weather, rainy weather. So this type of weather is called as a discrete type of weather. Also month, in a particular 1 year, there is only the 12 months is there days, so in a week there is only 7 days is there. That's why these all example related to the discrete. But whenever what is the continuous, the continuous is it's a forming an unbroken whole without interpretation. For example, you can consider like age is a continuous type of things. Year like 2001, 2, 3, 4, like that. Date the 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 30, then again it will start from 1, 2, 3 and 30 like that. So that's how you can consider like what is the meaning of discrete things and what is the meaning of the continuous thing. Question number 3. So what is the difference between joining and blending? So before finding out the difference between joining and blending, first of all we have to learn about like what is the data joining and what is the data blending. Data joining is the combining the data between two or more tables or sheet within the same data source, that is called as a data joining. For example, combining two tables from the same Oracle database, or it's also called as DB2 or the Sybase or the SQL server, and other many more servers are there. Combining two or more worksheets from the same Excel file, that is called called as the data joining. Now we have to understand about what is data blending. Data blending is a process whereby big data from the multiple sources are merged into the single data warehouse or the data set. It concerns not merely the merging of different file formats or the disparate sources of the data, but also its different varieties of the data. So combining the data from two or more different sources is the data blending, such as Oracle or SQL Server. And in a data blending, each data source contains its own set of the dimension and measure. So that is the difference between the data joining and data blending. So whenever you can give this answer, so first of all, in the interviewer mind, you have to clear like what you think about data joining and the data blending. Okay, because the question is related to difference, but they want to know like what is the data joining and what is the data blending, because the difference is not very big, but individual concept is very important. Question number 4: what is the difference between a live connection and an extract connection? Basically, whenever you can open the Tableau, so at the same time, first you import the data set. At the same time, they are asking this type of option, like you want to go with the live connection or an extract connection. So Tableau data extracts are the snapshot of the data optimized for aggregation and loaded into the system memory to be quickly recalled for the visualization. For example, hospitals that monitoring incoming patient data that need to make the real-time decision. So that's why data extract was necessary. But in the other hand, we have to also talk about the live connection. So in a live connection offer the convenience of the real-time updates with any changes in the data sources that reflected in a Tableau. So that's why again, in other hand, live connection are also having their own importance. For example, hospital needs to monitor the patient weekly or monetarily or the monthly monetarily the trend, and that require the data extract. So that's why the both are very important, data extract as well as live connection. So you have to just clear the what are the mainly difference, but at the same time, sometimes the interviewer also asks a question like what is very important, like live connection or the data extract. So you have to give that answer very precisely. Question number 5: is there a difference between set and group in a Tableau? Sets and groups both are very important in a Tableau. So you have to just clear first of all what is your views about the sets and what is your views about the group. So a Tableau group is a one-dimensional and it used to create high-level category by using the Tableau. As well as in a lower category member, Tableau sets can have a condition and that can be grouped across the multiple dimensions and measured. This question is not like very important question is there. This is just middle order question is that you have to just give the answer in very light way from this question. Question number 6: what is the parameter in a Tableau? Conceptually, this is a very important question is there. So that's why you have to give this answer very precisely and very properly with some example, as well as it's provide the good impression to you in your interview. So that's why you can give the answer like that, like a parameter is a dynamic value that a customer could select, and you can use it to replace constant values in calculation, filters, and reference lines. Because calculation, filters, reference lines, these all are the part of the worksheet, Tableau worksheet. Okay, so that's why it is important. And also you can give the example, like for example, when creating a filter to show the top 10 products based upon the total profit instead of the fixed value. So you can update the filter to show the top 10, top 20 or top 30 products using a parameter. So that is depends upon the parameter. I hope if you know some practical aspects of the Tableau, so you know how to apply a top 10, top 20 in a filter part. Question number 7: what is the difference between Treemaps and heatmap? Basically, Treemaps and heatmaps both are considered as a data visualization part, because both are providing some type of visualization in their own category. So let's see what is the heatmap and what is the Treemap. So first of all, heatmap. A heatmap is used for compare the category using color and size, and in this we can distinguish two measures. So basically, a heatmap is depends upon the measures. Okay, so that is stats and measures is there. So that is mainly depends upon the measures. And the second thing was the tree maps. Basically, tree maps are considered whenever you want to do some classification analytics. Okay, so that's why tree map is very important. A tree map is used to represent the hierarchical data, and the space in the view is divided into rectangles that are sized and ordered by a measure. So that's why see both tree maps and heat maps both are having their own categories are there. So it's not look like that in the same condition heat maps and tree map both are given to the data. It's not look like that, because one is working for some continuous data. Yes, the heat map is working for sometimes continuous data, but tree map is always working with the classified data. So that's why this is the mainly difference between that. Question number 8: explain the difference between Tableau worksheet, dashboard, story, and workbook. Tableau uses a workbook and sheet file structure much alike as a Microsoft Excel. So, and also whenever we can talk about like what are the difference between worksheet, dashboard, and everything. What are the component of the particular Tableau software? So at the same time, first of all, we have to start with the worksheet because whenever we can open the Tableau, the first thing will come as a worksheet, second thing will come as a dashboard, and third thing will come as a story. So basically, a worksheet contain all type of data visualization or the insight whatever you can already made it. Okay, so worksheet contain a single view along with the slaves, legends, and data pane. Also, what are the filter you can apply, and what are the some more insight you had applied. Okay, so that all things you are getting in a worksheet. But whenever you can create a multiple worksheet and all the related to each other of the worksheet, if you can create some combination, and if you want to show really find out the what are the insights are coming from the worksheet, so then you can represent with the dashboard. And last thing was the story. Story is also called as a storyline. Okay, so storyline contains a sequence of worksheets or dashboard that work together for conveying the information, because at the end in a storyline we have to provide some title to our story, and according to the title of the story we have to represent that insight in our Tableau. Question number 9: what do you understand about the blending axis or blended axis? So first of all, you have to clear the idea like what is the blended axis, and also whenever you can use that part. Okay, so instead of adding rows and columns to the view, when you blend the measure, there is a single row or single column, and all the values for each measure is shown along on the continuous axis. And blending axis is used to blend the two measures that share an axis when they have a same scale. So that is the properly understanding about the blending axis. So it depends upon you. If you want to give the brief answer, you can also give it brief answer, and if you just want to give some lightly answer, so you can directly ask them like blending axis is the use to blend two measures that share an axis when they have the same scale. So this is just a simple and normal answer is there. Question number 10, and it is a very important question is there because they want to know like what is the difference between traditional BI tools and Tableau. Basically, this type of question will coming in a starting phase of the interview, because this type of question they are not asking to you in a last thing, so they are asking this type of question at very basically or very initiate level. Okay, so that's why this question will come in starting. So what are the difference between traditional BI tools and the Tableau? First of all, the architecture. Whenever we are working with the traditional business intelligence tools, so they are working with some architecture, but also in architecture has some hardware limitation out there. But whenever we can talking about the Tableau, because Tableau is also working for the business intelligence, so in a Tableau, we are not having any dependencies, okay, because Tableau are working as on individual tool. If I'm talking about the traditional BI tools, again, based on the complex set of technologies, but if I'm talking about the Tableau, so based on associative search, which makes it dynamic and very fast, because whatever the visualization you want to create with the Tableau, you can make it very fast. Traditional BI tools, you can also people are working in a traditional BI look like a Microsoft Excel, because in a beginner level people are working with the Microsoft Excel, and that is a traditional BI tools is there. But nowadays people are working with the Tableau and Power BI and many multiple view clicks, and so many multiple tools are there nowadays. Also, it has a predefined view of data, but in a Tableau uses predictive analysis for various business operations. So you are able to do some descriptive analysis or some predictive analytics, and also some type of statistical analysis as well as. So Tableau or the what are the business intelligence tool can provide you the very big support you whenever you are going to create some data visualization or the business intelligence visualization to getting some profit or gain. So that's why the upper hand is going with the Tableau or some other business intelligence tool. Those all like latest tool are there. Question number 11: what are the different Tableau products and what is the latest version of the Tableau? Basically, Tableau is a software company, and that will come with the 5 Tableau products. First is the Tableau Reader, second one is the Tableau Public, third one is the Tableau Server, fourth is the Tableau Online, and fifth was the Tableau Desktop. And among these 5 products, the very important product is the Tableau Desktop. So that's why one by one we have to discover and we have to talk about each and every product. So first of all, we have to start it with the Tableau Desktop. Like what is the Tableau Desktop and how it is used? It is a self-service business analytics and data visualization that anyone can use. It translates the picture of a data into optimized queries with Tableau Desktop. You can directly connect to the data from your data warehouse for live up to the data analysis. You can also perform queries without writing a single line of the code. Important, all your data into Tableau's data engine from multiple sources and integrate the all together by combining a multiple views in an interactive dashboard. In a Tableau desktop, what are the services you can take it? So for that, you per month you have to pay around $200. So that's why Tableau desktop services are not a free services. For that, you have to apply some money. Next service is the Tableau server. So Tableau server is the product is there. Okay. So next product is the Tableau server. So it is more than an enterprise level Tableau software. You can publish dashboard with Tableau desktop and share them throughout the organization with the web-based Tableau server. So it leverages the fast databases throughout the live connection. Again, if you want to use this Tableau server services, you have to pay around something related to the Tableau desktop. So it is again, it is a paid services are there. So this product is also considered within paid services. Next product is the Tableau Online. This is the hosted version of the Tableau server which helps to make a business intelligence faster and easier than before. You can publish Tableau dashboard with Tableau desktop and share them with your colleagues or with your company employees as well as. And next product is the Tableau Reader. This Tableau reader is just only used for some reading the insights or reading the visualization. So it is a free desktop application that enables you to open and view visualizations that are built in Tableau desktop. You can filter, drill down data, but you can't edit or perform any kind of the interaction, because if you want to do any kind of interaction or the performance, you have to go with the Tableau desktop or the Tableau server. And the last product is the Tableau Public. It is again one free product is there, and this is the free Tableau software which you can use to make the visualization with, but you need to save your workbook or worksheet in a Tableau server which can be viewed by anyone, because whenever you are working with the Tableau desktop, at the same time you have to use some paid services. That's why everything is saved in your own memory or in your own system. But whenever you can use the Tableau public software, so at the same time all the works or all the visualizations that will saved in a Tableau server. So that's why in a free you are going to Tableau server and save your work. Next question, and that is the question number 12. What are the measures and dimension? Again, that is a very important question. Is there like what are the measures and what are the dimensions? So for that one, we have to give the answer like step by step. First of all, we have to clear the idea about the what are the measures, and secondly, we have to clear the idea about the what are the dimensions. First of all, what are the measures? Measures are the numeric metrics or the measurable quantities of the data which can be analyzed by a dimension table. Measures are stored in a table that contain a foreign keys referring the uniquely to the associated dimensions table, and the table supports the data storage at atomic level, and thus it allows the more number of records to be instead at any one time. For instance, a sales table can have a product key, customer key, promotion key, item sold, and referring to a specific event. So there is lots of things are available in a measures, because measures are containing some metrics or some numeric things. That's why. Now we have to see about what are the dimensions. Dimensions are the descriptive attributes values for a multiple dimension of each attribute defining the multiple characteristics. So that's why dimension is very important, because it will provide some multiple dimension or multiple views, because dimension is comes about the views are there. A dimension table having reference of a product key from the table can consist of product name, product type, size, color, and description, etc. So these are the difference, or these are the totally idea about the what are the measures and what are the dimensions. Question number 13. What is the difference between TWB and TWBX extension? Basically, both are the extension coming from the Tableau, but now we have to clear the idea, like whenever it's called TWB, whenever it's called TWBX, and whenever it's called TDS and TDE. So let's understand regarding to that part. TWB extension is an XML document which contains all the selections and layout you have made in your Tableau workbook. It does not contain any data, but it's just only type of extension that can provide the Tableau workbook or Tableau worksheet. A TWBX, it's a zip archive containing a TWB and any external files such as extraction and the background images. Okay, so that's why both are having their own independencies are there. Whenever once you can create whatever the visualization are there, and if you want to make it some zip file or some archive file or some rare file, So at the same time, the extension will come with the TWBI. Question number 14, how many maximum tables can you join in a Tableau? So this is a very basic question. Is sometimes it is asked in a starting of the interview, like how many maximum tables can you join in a Tableau? So just basically you can give the answer like 32. Do not confuse this question or answer. Just asking them like 32. There is a final answer is there.